So almost immediately, I have noticed recently that I am constantly getting far right slop on my Twitter feed, right? I shouldn't have Twitter because it's just awful at the moment. But the big thing that I've been thinking about is how much new accounts get pushed this kind of far right propaganda. Essentially, what I want to do is make a completely fresh X account, Twitter account. Oh, this is so bright. And then see how long it takes to get political content to show up. And I don't want to influence it in any way. So I've opened up a anonymous browser and I'm using a fresh PC thing so that it's not influenced in any way by, because obviously I'm quite left wing, so I don't want my personal usage of X to influence this fresh account. So I'll make a completely fresh Gmail, and then I'll use that to make a completely fresh X account. I won't opt into any like political information. I'll simply probably sign it up to like a football, make it into like a football account kind of thing. We'll just see how that goes. We want British politics, which needs a British name. What British name should we go for? Edward, that's a good one. Edward. That's a nice British name. Edward Football. Again, we're going to try and make football the theme of the account. How annoying. Oh, take your time. Come on. Why is it taking so long? Oh, my days. Gmail didn't work, so we'll use Yahoo. So annoying. Oh, why do you always need a phone number? Oh, are you joking me? Did I not just make this, you fucking gimp? Oh. Google didn't work. Yahoo didn't work. I used 10-minute mail instead now. I've got 9 minutes to set up a stupid account, right? We really have to get in the mindset of a regular British person, right? We are just a normal British guy. Get more out of X. Receive emails? No. Let others find your X account? No. Personalised ad? No. Why did it mess up? Work this time, please. What is this? So tedious. Right, we were born on September 11th, 2001. Fine. Hopefully this stupid temporary email works this time. Please. Oh, are you joking me? It's been stuck loading for about 2 hours now. 5 hours. 6 hours. 7 hours. Spent about 200 hours setting up this stupid bullshit. And it doesn't work again. Oh, it's going to load for a year again, man. I think because I'm using an incognito tab, right, it's not letting me make a Twitter account, which is really frustrating. So I'm going to try and set it up on a old phone I have that has never had Twitter. That's probably even more unbiased than using this computer. Right, it wasn't working on the computer for some reason, so I'm signing up on my phone. I've put, my name is Eddie Football, 17th of February 1993. I'm just a regular British guy. I'm not going to sign up to any of the bullshit. Verification code. Done. So actually, it was the computer that was messing up. You'll need a password. Password can be Britain. British, maybe. British. 1, 2, 3. Because I'm British. Oh, what are you talking about? That's fucking annoying. So we picked that we liked sports and soccer. Okay, that's it. We don't like soccer. We like football. Not that I really care. But again, we're just pretending to be a regular British guy. No political mentioning whatsoever. So I'm just going to be logging in here. Oh, also, it made me follow someone, so I just followed Manchester United because it was the first thing that came up. Now, it did have a thing that I could choose. Oh, please. It did have a thing that I could choose, say that I'm interested in politics, but I did not click it. So theoretically, there's no reason for us to be seeing any kind of politics. Finally, we've made a completely fresh Twitter account, okay? The only thing that we've selected is that we are interested in football. I mean, me personally, I don't care about football, but average British guy, Eddie here, cares about football. That's it. I haven't reloaded anything. This is the first thing we see. I'm just gonna have a look through to see how quickly we start seeing what I would call far right propaganda. Okay, a few people believe it's instant. I'm really concerned that it is instant. Elon Musk, I would say, is very far right. And if he's now pushing that belief onto regular British people, that is really concerning. So immediately I can see MP Rupert Lowe, who is a Reform member, his shocking rape gang survivor testimonies. This whole rape gang inquiry, I mean, it's completely valid that there were massive institutional incompetence failures, right? The police and social services, etc., were absolutely failing to do their jobs. But there is no insert minority group rape gang scandal, okay? There's no Muslim rape gang scandal, none of any of these things. There's no statistics whatsoever that makes anyone think that any particular group is a particular problem within these gangs that were happening in the early 2000s, right? So immediately we do get pushed what I would say is quite right wing news headlines. I would say the rape gang scandal is quite a right wing talking point. I mean, logically, we've already had many inquiries onto it. The outcome of those inquiries have consistently been that yes, there is massive institutional failures, but it's not like a Muslim rape gang scandal, and it's not like a Pakistani rape gang scandal. It is not associated to any particular group. It is an institutional failure. Additionally, it is a massive issue in domestic situations, right? That's where the majority of sexual abuse ends up happening. And so clearly it's an issue we need to be targeting across the board. So crime in general is something that we need to be targeting at its roots in order to prevent and to stop. But Reform simply want to use it as a vessel to attack minority and marginalised groups, which is a concerning immediate thing to see on this fresh account. We did follow Manchester United, so it makes sense that comes up. But we can probably unfollow them now, so that we've got completely. And I'll show you. How do we find our account? Here, look, completely fresh, 0 following, 0 followers. We'll go back to the main page and refresh. So almost immediately, we get Tommy Robinson on our feed. That is insanely concerning. That's one refresh. That is one For You page. I clicked on one news headline, and now we are immediately getting Tommy Robinson. Now, Tommy Robinson is a famous far-right grifter in England. Just unbelievably concerning that a completely fresh account is getting this immediately. So this is more trying to stir up rage against small boat issue, which it is not an issue at all. There's no suggestion or statistics to suggest that there is any type of issue with migration. It's pure far right slop being pushed to enrage the public, right? Almost immediately we see this, which is just terrifying. Then Rupert Lowe, which is a Reform MP. Again, like I said, the rape gang inquiry is being used by the far right as a vessel to attack minorities. I've said it once, I'll say it again. They give no shits about the victims. We've already had inquiries suggesting that there is an institutional issue, but instead of saying that they're going to fix this institutional issue, they pin it up on the marginalized groups and the minority groups like Muslims or people from Pakistan, and they just completely ignore the victims. Just disgusting. It's just as per usual. It's just trying to create a permission structure or trying to manufacture consent to further attack minority groups. Attacking Keir Starmer. I mean, I don't like Keir Starmer, but again, this is our first page of a completely non-political account. We made this account to be something that we look at football on, right? Inevitable West, again, another far-right account, constantly pushing this utter slop, trying to galvanise the population into voting for the far right. Just disgusting, constantly. Posting about Donald Trump suing the BBC. So this is more of Elon Musk intentionally trying to cause as much chaos in the UK as possible to try and build up a right-wing voter base. Just disgusting. GB News, disgusting. So that was an extremely concerning, almost immediate For You page on our X account that we've made fresh. We'll do another reset and just see what else we get. Hopefully some football, because I did put that we're interested in football. We've got more Italian talk of the Italians' decision to do some more attacking of illegal immigrants. Oh, look at that. There's some football. That is what we signed up for. Here is another Reform member. Here again on our For You tab, another Reform MP being pushed. Almost immediately, like we're not far at all in here. Like scrolling. And this is more anti-immigration. It's more like rage bait to the far right. Despite the fact that immigration is genuinely a non-issue in our country, I will continue to say that, and I will continue to be frustrated that our left-wing option, which is supposed to be Labour, are instead pandering to this constant attacking of minority groups or marginalised groups. That's terrifying, I think. I think that's genuinely terrifying. Look, more Reform support. Yeah, again. Multiple back-to-back Reform supporting posts on our Fresh Accounts main page. This is genuinely terrifying, I think. Blah, blah, blah. Ugh, Wes Streeting. Absolutely disgusting little freak. I think what we've seen here, and I'll do maybe another video where I do a few more accounts, making them fresh and then seeing if anything like what we got pushed today gets pushed onto us. But I think what we've seen here is genuinely terrifying. We have almost instantly been pushed Tommy Robinson. Like, if you're from Britain, you know that he is like the furthest right kind of grifter that you will see. Like non-stop, complete bollocks coming from this man, and he's getting pushed on the front page almost immediately on a Fresh account. That is absolutely terrifying to me. I think there needs to be regulation. Absolutely needs to be regulation on this, because what we've got is the richest man in the world being able to buy the largest news platform in the world and then push the furthest right sentiment we've seen in a long time. Like, him being able to push this kind of far right sentiment onto like apolitical people who are signing up to X to look at football news. That is terrifying. He's clearly got massive vested interests in destabilising the UK. He will benefit financially if the far right get into power in the UK, as he has benefited massively from Trump being in power in America. I mean, we've seen his net worth absolutely skyrocket over the past few months at least, and it's just this should not be allowed. This is the largest news platform in the UK, and this twat of a man Elon Musk has bought it and is now forcing this kind of far right slop onto our feeds. I mean, we did a few resets and a few scrolls, and we got Tommy Robinson, Rupert Lowe, we got Sarah Pochin, whatever her name is. That's two Reform MPs, and Tommy Robinson. I still cannot get over that. But two Reform MPs constantly pushing this kind of immigrant hatred, this kind of anti-small boats narrative that is completely is not backed up by statistics in the slightest. It's purely to distract and build up rage in the population, and it's just disgusting to see. This might be a short video, but that is essentially what I wanted to see. If when I make a fresh account, we get forced this kind of disgusting narrative, and I think we've proven here today that that is completely true. Make a fresh account, and you'll be forced far right content, no matter what you sign up for. This needs regulation. That's all I've got to say. I think just fucking vile.